Isn't motivation something you want? Discipline is something you need. Obsession is something you have to have. I'm going to show you what I wanted, how I got it, and how I was obsessed to get there. All right, another episode of Forget the Noise podcast. This one's going to be a solo episode. I've decided to just kind of last minute hop on here and shoot an episode out because I have a lot to talk about. Meeting some guests now, getting into some topics, going over certain things, really burning through my 6-month plan. I wanted to hop on here solo and really talk about that. I know I've thrown a lot at people. A lot this year has happened. A lot's changed. A lot of accomplishments that I'm proud of. But I want to slow it down. The other day on one of my sauna talks, I had literally 30 seconds where I went silent and told everyone to kind of take 30 seconds, embrace it, think of what you got to do next. And I did it too. I actually did it. And I thought of some stuff I want to do. And that's what we're going to get into this podcast. And we're going to talk about wins, losses, a little bit about me, what I have going on, what I plan on in the future. And hopefully someone can resonate with that. And someone can look at themselves and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to do that. Or maybe I'm in the process of that. Maybe someone will shoot me a DM and saying, hey, man, walk me through this. It's like, all right, cool, let's go, right? So first things first is AC custom content and I guess Pillar. That was my bread and butter. I love AC custom. I love what I build. It's like a baby to me. It's like my firstborn child. And the cool thing about it is I'm seeing it grow now. I'm seeing the fruits of the labor and how much can come from it. We've systemized so much. We've implemented technology. We've implemented AI. We have processes for everything. We have staff. Our staff have benefits. We have multiple trucks on the road. We have an office space. We have a showroom. Seeing that grow from absolutely nothing and literally a laptop and a backpack and, I think it was 9 tools in my truck has been a big eye opener for me. And it's amazing that I can take some time off on a Thursday and shoot content with Thrun here and be able to record podcasts. We're on our second podcast of the day and it's not even 12 o'clock, which is really cool. So AC Custom is the pillar. And I think everyone needs a pillar. Everyone needs that icebreaker that opens their eyes and said, you can do more, or you can accomplish something, or a reason to pat yourself on the back. And with me, it's been AC Custom. Being able to grow it and scale it, and the hours and work and all-nighters I put in, countless. But now, 6 years later, 5 years later, I'm starting to see the benefits of it, which is just amazing, which I guess prematurely grew Criterion Business Solutions. And Criterion Business Solutions was a whole nother beast. It was one of those, I saw people struggling. I saw how they didn't have things in order, how they were drowning. And I'm you know what? People need help. So it's become a passion project of mine, but I'm loving it. I'm loving working with people one-on-one. We just built out new packages. We have promos running now. We have preset monthly packages that I think are efficient, not a $10,000 upsell like some of these other contractor softwares. We aren't a software company. I really try to build this so it's a tool. We've built Criterion to be a tool for people that need the help. We're only going to give you what you need. Our packages are pre-built to help you accelerate that. But if you don't need all that, we're not going to give that to you. And lastly is my personal branding, which I got to say I'm loving. I love being in front of the camera. I love talking. I love winging it. And the podcast with talking to people and having those conversations is so cool. It's being able to it's my outlet. Because I have so much input every single day. This outlet has been phenomenal for me mentally. I look forward to recording a podcast. And there's days if you know me, you see I'm recording a podcast and I'm rushing around. It's okay, I got to record a podcast. I got to do this. I have nothing prepped, or I'm just going to wing it. And when I get into that room, when I sit in that chair, it's boom, something turns on. It's this is what I got to do now. And because I enjoy it so much, it's become easy for me. It's almost like people that look forward to their Friday nights or their weekends. I look forward to having these conversations with these guests. And I really hope other people are starting to see these guests and they're getting some value out of it. You'll hear me over and over in my episodes say, listen, I want people listening to get value out of this. So how about XYZ? So
part of the podcast is like, I want people to get value out of it. I don't want to be like the same topic every week over and over. And we've had like literally contractors on, we've had real estate on. We just had an AI like specialist on. We've had a mayor of the town that I live in. We've had her on. We have a financial guru coming up. We have, what else do we got? We got someone that runs an admin service coming on. Like, we're trying to expand, and I'm literally bringing on people that I enjoy talking to. But let's dive into the nitty gritty now. So there's kind of my platform. There's my resume. And then you can add my book to the top of that. But why did this all happen? This all happened because I genuinely had a turning point where I'm like, I'm going to do it. There was no more I want to, or I want to try, or I should. Literally, this was me saying, you know what, I'm going to do it. I don't care if I win, if I lose, if I fail. And I think everyone can do that, but it doesn't just happen. You need a sense of authority. You need a sense of like self-pride and self-accomplishment to be able to take those risks and put yourself out there. Like, you need the repetition over and over and over. And I think with like AC Custom was what broke that barrier. It literally was the one that had doors slammed in my face. It had failures. It had tough weeks. It had tight weeks. It had long weeks. And it built resilience. And over time, as I got to that point, I looked at it and said, you know what? Fuck it. I can do it. If I went through all that, I can write a book. If I went through all that, I can start a second business. If I went through all that, I can put myself out there. And because I've built all that, I'm going to take some time and build up a personal brand. I want to connect with people. I want to get to know more people. I want to expand my network. And like, networking to me is so important. Like I said in the last podcast, I literally wrote a book on it. But people don't want to go through the repetitions, and they just want to see the reward. They don't want to see the work put in. And I think the work that's put in is like so small compared to what you actually have to do. People want a reward after a month, after 6 months, after a year. You don't get a reward after that. You literally don't. You might have a win, but you will not get a big reward. So people need to literally shut up and stop complaining that they haven't won, because 5, 6, 7 years in, I'm losing every single day. I'm struggling every single day. I don't want to get up at 4:15 every single morning, but I do. And trust me, I can give you a catalog of people I know doing more than I am. And it's crazy what they're doing. And like, my brain doesn't even fathom what they're trying to do. And then people are looking at me and saying, how do you do it? I'm like, you don't even know what's out there. You don't even know what's next. You don't even know who else is doing more. Because you set your mindset into this, like, what you believe you can do is the capacity, and it's not. Like, literally, what you believe your capacity is what the rest of the world's capacity is. And it's not like that. And people need to stretch that a little bit. People need to like expand that. And they need to create an environment where they look at it and say, hey, you know what? I can do more. This isn't my limit. This isn't my boundary. People that work at 9 to 5, I see it so many times where they come home on a Friday and they're like, oh, I can't wait for the weekend. I thrive for my weekend. My weekend is like, we get stuff done. We hang out with family. Sundays, I love planning for my week. I love getting up early. Like, someone says, ooh, I don't get up early on a Saturday. Why? Why do you not get up early on a Saturday? It's just another day in your life that you're just going to sleep in and waste away. And that's the way I look at it, because like, literally, you could die tomorrow. You could walk out and get hit by a fucking car and you will not see your Saturday. So don't you want to live that day to the fullest? And don't get me wrong, I get lazy. I'll come home from work and I want to sit on the couch and watch TV and stuff. 100%. When I'm on, I'm on. And I think I've gained that, I guess, credibility to be able to sit down and do nothing the days I don't want to, because when push comes to shove and I'm in the arena, like, I'll go toe to toe. If someone comes to me and says, you have 3 months to do this, I am literally doing it in 2. And that's just the workaholic in me. That's like the thrive and the fire in me. It's like, if I want to do something, I'm going to get it done. And I think there's so many people out there that don't have that in them. And it's a mixture of like laziness, and it's a mixture of misbelief. Because either they're just too lazy to do it, or they don't believe they can do it. And that goes back to the mental capacity. And I don't understand why people set that limit on themselves. And I said it earlier, like in this episode, people need those proven receipts that they can do more, and they begin to accomplish more. And people set that limit on their mental capacity where they genuinely don't believe they can do it. And like 5 years I've had of hard, consistent work, literally getting the shit kicked out of me over and over and over again, to have small win. And those small wins compiled so much where like 2026 rolled around and said, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to go even harder this year. Like, now that I've gone past that 6 month mark, like, I'm really going to ramp it up. I saw what I can do in 6 months, and like, you guys are going to see it on the social media. You guys are going to see it in person. You guys are going to see it through all my businesses, through my next few ventures I'm going to do. And I've thought about all these things I want to do, and I've decided, you know what, I'm just going to go bigger. I'm going to go harder. On top of that, I'm going to do it myself. And I've had people reach out and like want to like do something with me, partner with me, you know, collab with me. And I'm like, I want to collaborate where I see I'm going to bring value. As for goal reaching and goal setting, literally it's going to be just me. I very rarely am I going to partner up with someone for growth. I'll partner up with someone for impact. I'll partner up with someone for opportunity, but for personal growth, it's going to be literally just me. And what I have coming up in the next 6 months is just going to be like insane. I can't wait for the next venture. I'm not going to say anything out loud right now because there's two things I'm kind of dabbling between. But for the most part, that comes with believing I can do it. And that believing I can do it came from the last 6 months of like doing nothing but working. Like, it's the only thing I thought about for 6 months straight. And it wasn't just like 9 to 5 work. I got to do data entry. I got to write emails. It was like, is my action right now moving the needle towards where I want to be June 1st? And I used to break down week by week, hey, accomplishments. And I used to break them down by like the month. And after these last 6 months, I've learned something about myself where I can't do that. I need a big goal. I can't go on these small wins. And I know we should be patting ourselves on the back. A lot of people need that. They need that pat on their back for those small wins to keep pushing themselves forward. But I think you get to a point in life where those small wins don't mean anything. It's just what you do. They are literally just what you have to do. And I guess the experiences along the way for the big win. And you start picturing just that big win, or just that big accomplishment, or just that big goal. So this solo episode, I just really wanted to rant. It's all I want to do. It's going to be short. It's going to be sweet. And I feel like I had to just put a little bit of content out there about who I am, what I'm doing, and what's next, and why I have something coming up next. So hopefully I covered that all. Want to connect with everyone, leave a comment, rate the show, subscribe, do whatever you have to do. But another episode of Forget the Noise podcast. Don't know when we're going to plug this one in, but we're going to fit it in somewhere between all the cool guests we have coming up.